So, this is gonna be highly controversial today. I mean, I'm totally kicking a hornet's nest here, but I think I need to, and I think the discussion needs to happen about the Conqueror. But before it does, I've got some winners to announce. That's right, it is time to announce the winner for the key. The past 2 weeks, I've been taking entries for the key, and I am happy to announce that Mr. Axel Dark 017 is the winner for the key. So if you're out there, you're going to be getting an email very soon. Also, news about the Belfast contest that I had prior to the key. So that one was actually a redraw. The individual that originally won never got back to me. I reached out to him on Twitter. I reached out through email. So his loss is Jasper's gain. I am not going to say Jasper's last name here. I want to give him a little anonymity. But Jasper, congratulations. You have won the Belfast, and again, Mr. Axel Dark 17, you have won the key. That means we have a new giveaway right now, and that's going to be the Enterprise. So if you want a chance to win the USS Enterprise, take a look in the comments. Anyhow, enough about giveaways, on to the Conqueror and this proverbial hornet's nest that I'm going to kick. The Conqueror and the Royal Navy battleships have been a highly controversial topic. This much we all know. They're the talk of the town right now. They're the battleships on everyone's minds. People love to play them, and people hate to play against them. This is 100% true of the Conqueror, more than possibly any other ship in the Royal Navy line. I'll admit, God is my witness, I hate playing against the Conqueror. Absolutely hate it. It's a pain in the ass, straight up. It is powerful, very much so. But just because it's powerful, does that mean it's overpowered? I've been melted by them. I've also melted them, though. Thank you, Cabby. Fight fire with fire, right? Nothing beats a ship that's a flamethrower like another flamethrower, and the Haborosk is a wonderful flamethrower. So this brings us to the ultimate question at hand. Is the Conqueror overpowered? And should it be nerfed? Well, no. Not yet, at least. And honestly, it'd be highly presumptuous of me to say it should be nerfed. So yes, that's the controversial aspect of this right here. I don't think it should be nerfed yet. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I'm going to go deeper into this. I'm not just going to give you my raw emotions. I'm going to tell you why I feel this way. So first and foremost, the ship only has a little over 90,000 rounds played on both the US and EU servers combined. That's nothing. You've got ships out there that have had millions of rounds. And already, after just over 90,000 rounds on both their servers, its average win rate has gone down from the godly high numbers that it used to have in the 60% range to mere mortal numbers. On the North America servers, it's trending right along with the Grosser Kurfurst and the Yamato, only slightly ahead of them. In the EU, it's only a few percentage points higher than those ships. So already, its average win rate has gone down. Yes, damage is significantly higher in the Conqueror than the other Tier 10 battleships. However, if you recall, and I forgive you if you can't, when Warships went gold and left closed beta, the Yamato averaged about the same damage. Look at it now, over 3 million rounds in both servers, and it is normalized. It is that of a mortal ship. The Yamato, though powerful it is not the absolute armor-crushing ship that it used to be. It's not above 106,000 average damage like it used to be back in the day. I guarantee you the same thing's going to happen to the Conqueror. Just give it time. If it doesn't, then we can talk about tweaking its attributes. Maybe decrease the range of its main guns, maybe make the Citadel easier to hit, or cut its concealment by a kilometer or two, but that's only if the damage maintains its current statistics. And even if it does, its win rate is still in line with the other ships. Personally, I think win rate is more indicative of a ship's overpoweredness than damage output. What's the point of damage if you're not winning? And that's what I'm seeing when I play against Conquerors. They sit in the back, they use concealment, and they fling HE. Yes, they're doing lots and lots of damage, but they aren't helping their team win. And yes, you can make that claim of every Tier 10 battleship, but the point still stands. So, is the Conqueror overpowered? As of right now, this early on, I don't see the evidence to prove it. I see a powerful ship that's annoying to play against. However, when focus fired or hounded relentlessly by destroyers, they're actually quite easy to take down. And the thing about the Conqueror right now is, who are the players that are playing it? They're your super Unicum players, or the players that can afford to skip ahead, use tons of free XP that they've accrued through skill and other means. I mean, the players that are in the Conqueror right now aren't your average World of Warships player. They're not. So is it OP? No, I don't think so right now. I can't think it is. I haven't seen enough. I just haven't. There haven't been enough rounds in it. But that brings us to a bigger question. What makes a ship OP? I'm going to let the economics major in myself come out and use some statistical analysis. In my opinion, a ship is OP when it gives a benefit to all players of all average win rates and average damage. For example, the Nikolai is overpowered. 100% undebatable, it is overpowered. I doubt few will argue this. It boasts an over 60% win rate with over 200,000 rounds in North America. The oft-complained about Orion is only at 53% after 84,000 rounds in North America. Just about the same win percentage as the Arkansas Beta that has 530,000 rounds. Nikolai also has an average damage of 50,000, which is about 5,000 more than the Orion. Again, some people call the Orion overpowered. We've heard that tossed around, has great HE, but again, statistically, the stats aren't there to prove it. Now, talking about stats, the one statistic we're not privy to, and we will never be privy to, but I'm willing to bet Wargaming probably tracks, I'm sure they do, and this is the statistical spread of players of each skill level. This is something we can't gain from Warships Today or other stat tracking sites, and what do I mean by this? I have a suspicion that the Nikolai provides a significant boost to the win rate of all players. By this, I mean that a player that averages a mere 40% win rate will play at a 50% win rate in her. Someone with a 60% win rate will play at 70% in the Nikolai. That, in my opinion, is what makes a ship overpowered. And the same principle can be applied for damage. So when a ship provides any single player of any skill level the ability to do that much better, that is what makes a ship overpowered. So in the case of the Conqueror, the question is, does the Conqueror allow a player that averages a 40% win rate to play at a higher win rate? Does it provide that same player with much higher damage? Are both those conditions met? The easy answer here is there's no way for us to know. But, based on the ship's current win percentage, I suspect not. To be fair though, all Tier 10 battleships have a hard time carrying their teams, and that's just the nature of Tier 10 meta. I suspect when the ship hits a couple 100,000 battles more, Wargaming will take a long and hard look at the stats that we don't see and aren't privy to, and will make a determination on whether to nerf the Conqueror. Nikolai was restricted in sales and was deemed OP. That luxury does not exist for the Conqueror, so we might see something pared back, something I mentioned earlier, something like its concealment or its fire percentage or something like that. We don't know yet. Regardless, not enough players have played the ship, and not enough rounds have been played in the ship. Give the ship and the system time to determine if it's OP or needs a nerf. Wait until the masses give the ship. Wait until those average players. Wait until those players that are grinding without premium and it takes them a while to get there. The players that are just your Sunday weekend drivers, they go out just to have fun, not your super unicums. Not those who have the XP laying around to skip straight to it. When the average non-premium playing players finally flood the gates and start playing the Conqueror, then we'll know how it stacks up. But right now, it's just too early to tell. You can't call it overpowered and you can't see it needs a nerf yet. You just can't, in my opinion. Anyhow, enough of my opinion. You know, I've been going on my opinion here for a while. I want to know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you think that we should wait? We should kind of calm ourselves down a little bit, hold the cavalry? Or are you in the bandwagon that you think the Conqueror should be nerfed immediately? Is it that important to you that this ship gets nerfed because every time you play up against it, it just smokes you, you get melted to the ground? Or are you a player that's played it and you don't think it's overpowered? It hasn't helped you extremely. Your win-loss hasn't shot up. Let me know. Throw your comments in there. Let's see where this discussion heads. But me personally, I think it's a powerful ship, but it's too early to say it's overpowered. I think we need more time before we start calling for nerfs or we start calling for significant action. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to get entered in the contest for the Enterprise. I want to give it away to one of you all. And again, I'll be reaching out to the other winners. Thanks for watching this highly charged and yeah, this is going to be interesting how it goes. But I don't care. It's a good conversation. Anyhow, I'm out.